So, good day everyone. I'm Sergio Bahao, the first reporter of this topic entitled Natural Law Ethics. On this topic, we can learn our individual actions throughout the right and wrong and how we should handle it into a better way and a better future. On this topic, there are some theories coming from the philosophers that may indulge something relevant to individual stances. So we have here our introduction. Natural law is a theory in ethics and philosophy that says that human beings possess intrinsic values that govern our reasoning and behavior. Natural law maintains that these rules of right and wrong are inherent in people and are not created by society or court judges. So of course, we ourselves, we have our individual actions or movement that sometimes we cannot predict what actions we've made, because in that way, it defines the truth of ours throughout the intrinsic values we had that govern our reasoning and behaviors. So natural law holds that there are universal moral standards are inherent in humankind throughout all time, and these standards should form the basis of a just society. Human beings are not taught natural law, but rather we discover it by consistently making choices for good instead of evil. And that is why there's a saying that think before you click. So we should carefully make of what decision we've made for the best impact of everything around. Because we are the one who select our choices, and that would be better if we will be choosing the right impact. Okay, next. What is a natural law theory? Natural law theory is a legal theory that recognizes law and morality as deeply connected, if not one and the same. Morality relates to what is right and wrong and what is good and bad. And that is how the natural law theory recognized the value and importance of our morality as deeply connected in law. Okay, next. Natural law theorist believes that human laws are defined by morality and not by any figure authority, like a king or government. Therefore, we humans are guided by our human nature to figure out what the laws are and to act in conformity with those laws. So we as a human being in this world, we had to be responsible for everything surround us, because having that good value, it will figuring the laws that may define also about peace and order. Okay, next. What is natural law theory? The term natural law is derived from the belief that human morality comes from nature. Everything in nature has a purpose, including humans. Our purpose, according to natural law theorists, is to live a good, happy life. Therefore, actions that works against that purpose, that is, action that would prevent a fellow human from living a good or a happy life, are considered unnatural or immoral. So in this part, the term natural law is just about featuring our perfect living to have a good life and happy life as well. And for those people who are not into this kind of things, they are expected of being immoral, because true people are those who magnify the accordance of natural law. So in ethics, the concept of morality under the natural law theory are subjective. This means that the definition of what is right and what is wrong is the same for everyone and everywhere. Okay, next. So what is the purpose of law? The purpose of law is to provide justice. In natural law perspectives, it is stated as a law that doesn't provide justice or an unjust law. It is considered not a law at all. Therefore, a law that is flawed is one that no one should follow. In short, any law that is good is moral, and any moral law is good. So how is it come that natural law theory doesn't provide justice? So well, just like of what we've noticed on the natural law theory, The natural law theories is just about to live or to have a good life and a happy life. So that is one of the purpose according to natural law theories. Okay, next topic we have interpretation, conception, and influence of natural law. We have three parts: the Stoics' interpretation of natural law, the Aristotelian conception of natural law, and the last one is the Thomistic influence on natural law. So we have first the Stoics' interpretation of natural law. The word Stoic comes to be associated with a particular attitude of serenity, if not indifference, on anything that arises in the universe. Talking about Stoic, this refers to the person who can endure pain or hardship without showing their feelings and hardships. So as what Stoic's interpretation says, it refers to the person who can endure pain or hardship. One of the example of this is that our parents. As we all know that although our parents experience a lot of problems and difficulties in their situation, this still never shows that to us. One of the best example that suit on this is that when we need a money. We need a money for some important matters such as school project or any amount for our obligation on the school or a food stuffs that we need. So although our parents doesn't have enough money, but they're still looking for it and find a ways in order to sustain what we need for our obligation. Another one, we have here the Aristotelian conception of natural law. In 304 to 322 BC, Aristotle was highly acknowledged as the greatest of all ancient philosophers. Aristotle somehow follows Stoics' way of thinking, believes that everything that exists in nature serves some particular and specific purpose, and that we can never fully understand what it is for, or what it's purposed for. Aristotle points out that some functions, such as growth and reproduction, human beings share with all other living things. Other functions, such as sensual perception, they share with animals or brutes. Here Aristotle concludes that the very function or activity that makes human distinct from the rest of creation is the capacity to think. So, for Aristotle's conception of natural law, it is about the power of our capacity to think. So that is how powerful our thought is. Because every movement we have worked, it connects to the power of our thoughts. Because our thought is the guidance of everything we had. So we have here, the Aristotle's conception of natural law revolves around four basic ideas. Number one, everything in nature has a purpose, of course. Number two, everything in nature has an essential nature, certain features that constitute its defining process. The number three, everything in nature has its proper good. And the last one, something's natural purpose, its essential nature, and its proper good are intimately related. So that was the four basic ideas that Aristotle conceptions. The last one is the Thomistic influence on natural law, and this would be reported by Mr. Cabellas.